Gunna is releasing new singles leading up to his newest album since snitching out of jail on Young Thug and YSL. As with his new release of Prada Dem featuring Offset, rappers and even fans of the public are now having different reactions than Gunna may have hoped, as it all begins with this one viral tweet that states, "Offset shouldn't be making music with a snitch. It's crazy how the rap industry is turning on Young Thug by working with Gunna. Just disrespectful." As some fans are believing that this is a burner account from Lil Baby, as the tweet went mega viral. Now, Gunna wrote this new song titled Prada Dem different from his song 2 weeks ago titled Bittersweet. Bittersweet called out Lil Baby in the lyrics. However, it's all connected to his new song Prada Dem in the end, as you need to understand what his song Bittersweet means to understand Prada Dem. In the song Bittersweet, it starts with the lyrics, and I quote, "I ain't too tough to say I love you and I miss you. You my dog, I don't care if we fall out, I can never diss you." Now, these lyrics are directed towards Lil Baby. Lil Baby has been on a streak of dissing Gunna in every single song he has released ever since Gunna's snitching video was leaked. As an example, in Lil Baby's song titled 350, he states the lyrics, "Ain't never said nothing about it, boy you know you a rat." Obviously, this went viral on social media. It went so viral that even Young Thug's father would respond for Gunna a day after the song's release.
How do you feel about Lil Baby throwing at Gunna for his plea deal? For his plea?
He need to shut the fuck up, cause he don't know what's going on. You know, he's going off of what he heard. Ask Lil Baby, have he ever came to a court date?
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I want y'all to ask these damn rappers and these bloggers with this whole snitch shit and this. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime, to support Jeffrey, to support Thug, however you want to name it? Go on their social media pages and say, why in the haven't you been at the courthouse to support your dude? And I guarantee you won't get an answer.
However, Gunna wasn't done yet in his song Bittersweet. He would also go on to sneak diss Lil Durk. As a month ago, Lil Durk dropped a snippet of a new song where he disses Gunna. He rapped the lyrics, "What happened to Virgil, he probably gonna tell." This is a reference to the title of Lil Durk and Gunna's song titled What Happened to Virgil, when they were friends and making music together. But Gunna would respond to Lil Durk in his song Bittersweet by rapping the lyrics, "All these guys capping like the man in the middle, they gonna mention Wanna cause the views will be bigger, ain't no way to explain the way you using these Skittles." Now, Gunna is calling out Lil Durk for sneak dissing him for no reason at all. This YSL Rico trial doesn't involve Lil Durk in the slightest, so he didn't understand why Lil Durk would sneak diss him on a track. But then Gunna would take it a little too far by sneak dissing Lil Durk for exposing him for how he uses Skittles. In other words, narcotics. However, this is where the story flips to a very concerning part. 8 months ago, Gunna released a song titled Bread and Butter, where he originally exposed Lil Baby for still doing business with a rat, aka a snitch, and for some reason Lil Baby wants to cut ties with Gunna, but not this other man. Where Gunna raps the lyrics in Bread and Butter, "Everyone speaking on my name could have some real problems. We are not the same, ain't in my lane, I got my own column, yeah. Keeping stuff, I'm seeing brothers fall back. Your brother got me as the topic of the chat. You switched on me when you know you in business with a rat." These lyrics are a diss towards Lil Baby for continuing to be loyal and a friend of QCP. He's an operator of QC known as P. He's a known snitch for working with law enforcement to get out of a legal case. As Gunna is curious as to why Lil Baby is remaining loyal to him but no longer Gunna, as Lil Baby not only unfollowed Gunna on all social media platforms, but he cut ties with Gunna in business and he went on his own way. This is then when we would see Gunna repost a clip of Young Thug's own father stating that Gunna's snitching isn't even the reason that Young Thug is in jail.
Courtney said, how do you feel about Gunna?
I love Gunna.
See, that's the thing. People don't understand the relationship. They got this thing saying that Gunna is a rat and he's done this and done that.
But see, let me try to help the attorney clarify that a little simpler.
Okay.
Gunna hasn't done anything whatsoever that can hurt us on this case. Period.
Many rappers, though, agree with Lil Baby and have cut ties with Gunna, but now we're starting to see more rappers create music with him, just like Offset did in the song Prada Dem. But there is still some that dislike Gunna for what he did and how he truly affected Young Thug in the end by him snitching on Thug. As Tekashi 6ix9ine even hopped on a Clubhouse call with Wack 100 to explain that Thug is in a terrible situation due to Gunna's deal.
So me pleading guilty is only making it worse for my man. I'm saying I was there. Yes, I did it. I plead guilty. I am guilty. I am guilty. Anything you said in that courtroom is going to be used against your man, my man. That is over.
Then just a week after that call, he would also meet up with DJ Academics to share more thoughts on Gunna's snitching.
He just implicated YSL being so now home, right? All the people who's locked up, like Jeffrey, like Young Thug, now he can't go with that defense. He can't go with the defense of saying, I'm a record label.
Shortly after, NBA YoungBoy would also jump on his own podcast as thousands of fans were asking his opinion on the YSL case and Gunna snitching, where he would have this to say.
Don't call me asking me about what I think about the situation or do I think snitching. I honestly don't give not one. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
However, just like Offset creating new music with Gunna, not everybody is hating Gunna for what he did. We would even see Lil Duval say, and I quote, "Nobody should say snitch about Gunna unless Thugga says it." But with Young Thug sitting in jail dealing with the entire YSL RICO trial by himself, he has not been able to let his true thoughts out about Gunna's deal. But this is where we would see Charleston White have tons to share on the YSL case and Gunna's snitching, as he predicted all along that the prosecutors were gonna try to turn everyone against Young Thug, seeing as though he is the main and kingpin of YSL. So he would say during an interview this:
I'm always willing to bet with any rapper, if they keep Young Thug locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months, he'll tell to get out of jail too.
But what's very surprising is that he stated he admires Gunna for snitching to get out of this case.
Gunna is out of prison. I never thought I would be happy to say y'all, Gunna is out of prison. Now, I'm glad he got out by telling. I think that was smart, Gunna. I'm a Gunna fan now. I'm gonna tell.
But this is exactly where we would then see Charleston give his serious thoughts on the situation during a Say Cheese TV interview.
I wouldn't say what Gunna did was a snitch, because Gunna's not a snitch. He made a confession.
Then when Gunna was done snitching and even returned home, starting to create music again, this is when we would see Boosie share his thoughts on Gunna, where he would always say that you should do your own time, never snitch, as he would go on to tweet, "This would have put a tear in my eye. My brother, my artist, like what am I defending my life for? Saying that I'm not in a street team and you do this to your big dog. You knew it was a street team, saying the items in the car weren't yours, well who else was in the car that they could be?" He would continue further saying, he only had one charge and he was not going to get any hard time. These lawyers don't care about your legacy. They know what they're doing to your name. They're just trying to get you out of jail so their name goes viral, and you got to pay them more for when you're free. As the tweets aren't only what he had to share, he would also say this during an Instagram live.
Yeah, they bring your reputation to the ground, but the lawyer reputation all the way to the sky. And he knew what he was doing the whole time.